Hey bird nerds, just bringing you a quick update on our canaries and the breeding that we've got going on here. We've got several females. Most of them have laid eggs and are sitting. We should probably be expecting some chicks by the end of this week, if not beginning of next week. So really excited. We did make a couple more changes with the canaries, so I'll flip that around so you guys can see that. Trying to think. The rest of the bird cage is doing good. All the birds there are living their best lives, right? So yeah, let's flip this around. We'll kind of show you guys the canaries. You can kind of see some of the changes I've already made up top here, and everything else down below should be the. Oh, I made one more change. So we made two changes. Hopefully we'll show you that. Show you the canaries' eggs and where they're all at. She just went back and is sitting down. She's got 3 for the legs up top. So she only laid 3. So typically 2 to 4 eggs is a standard clutch, with 4 being more common. And then I did have a female that laid 5 eggs. So that's kind of the range of how many eggs they should be laying in a clutch. Many times if you don't have a nest or a male, lots of times your females will lay multiple more eggs on the ground. But if you give them a nest and a clutch, he's feeding her. This is an interesting pair here, guys. They're in love. I mean, you can see him. He's feeding her. She's acting like a chick. But she is my only female that is not laying. She's built a nest. She sits in the nest like she has eggs. He feeds her. He sings to her. But she hasn't laid a single egg. So she is young. She's a baby from last year, so she's about 12 months old now. So she's at breeding maturity and age, but I don't know, maybe she's just early in the breeding cycle, and that's why she hasn't laid any eggs yet. So kind of interesting there. So let's flip the camera around, show you guys the canaries that we've got, and show you some of the changes we made too. Okay, so we've got our yellow hen. She is laying. If you guys remember my last video, so I had this hen and the male. They're together right now, and he's bred her. She has laid 3 eggs, like I said, and all 3 are fertile. She's a very tight sitter. I mean, I can get pretty darn close, and usually I have to open up the nest and kind of scoot her out with my hands. So yeah, she's doing good. They're a great pair. She was my cranky female that didn't accept any of my other males except for him that I put in. So, and then we grabbed this yellow hen. So she was part of my trio down here. They actually were getting along well. I didn't have any issues. So as far as the breeding setup went, it was great. She had laid her first clutch, but it was with a different male. They weren't fertile. And as I was thinking, I wanted to get some more just all yellow birds. You can still get all yellow with a white male. They're kind of a mix, yellow and... Sorry, that kiddo's calling me. Anyways, so she was down here, and before she laid her second clutch, I decided to pull her and put her up with this male that I know is fertile. He's singing up a storm. So I threw her in there. I actually had them in together, and he mounted her right away. She let him, and you know, she was all happy. But they've been kind of, the last couple days, been kind of pushy with each other. So I split them up, and I put him with her that I know he's not pushy with, just to make sure she gets used to him. And then I'll let him back in with her for her to lay. So I did put her same nest up there. She's been playing with the nest material, and hopefully she'll start building here soon. Give it a couple days, and I'll put him back in there with her. I'll probably have to put in a solid divider right here so he can't see the female, because I think what the issue is he can still see her, and so he's getting frustrated with this female because he wants to breed with her. And so if I put a solid divider there, which I have those for these cages, I'm hoping that will help out, and then that way we don't have to worry about any fights or anything like that to happen. And probably what I can do is, as soon as she lays her eggs and is done, I'll probably just put the male back in here with her, about that time is when her eggs will be hatching, and he can help her raise the chicks, and then we'll kind of just flip-flop a little bit there. So hopefully it'll work out for us. I don't know, we'll see. Down here, this is my my red factor pair that, guys, they show everything. They are a young pair. Both of them are babies from last year, just different bloodlines. I mean, you can see she sits in the nest. She's built a nest. It's not the greatest nest, to be honest with you, but no eggs. So I just am not sure if, I'm just not sure if she's just still too young, and that's why she hasn't bred yet, or hasn't laid eggs yet, or what's going on. I mean, her vent is swollen, so maybe I'm just being too impatient. So we'll give it another week, maybe 2 weeks, and if nothing happens, we may need to split up this pair. The male is singing like crazy. Like I said, they bonded. He feeds her all the time. Just been good birds. So we got this guy up here. He's singing to her, which is good. We just want her to be receptive. So we want her to accept him as a mate, and he's pretty pushy. I mean, he is definitely in breeding mode, and he wants to breed her like crazy. It's just more her I want to make sure she accepts. But anyways, yeah, so not sure on these guys what's going on yet. We'll give them another couple weeks, and if she hasn't laid any eggs, we may need to split them up, maybe put a different male in, or I don't know, something of that effect, but we'll see there. Down here, so we still have our yellow female, our white male. You can see she has laid, let me get a little closer, she's laid 5 eggs. I believe 4 of the 5 are fertile. Those darker blue ones that you can see there are fertile, so really excited there. Hoping for some good babies from these guys, and they really have been a great pair. Both of them are super chill. The white male is very calm, not pushy at all. He does sing, but it's once you put him in with the female, he pretty much stopped singing. You see, she just went right back to her nest. That is one thing I love about canaries, guys. They're not shy. They go right back into their nests. Even, I mean, that was what, just a few seconds from when I was showing you the eggs until she jumped back in. So just great birds. I love that they do that. So, and then down here we've got our crested male, and then our female. She just barely jumped off. She saw me sitting there. She's been sitting on 4 eggs. You can see in there. And I believe only 2 of the 4 actually are fertile. So, but still, that's okay. Sometimes when you first pair your birds up and your females are really ready, when they lay those first couple eggs, because they lay them very quickly after you put them together with the males, sometimes those first couple eggs won't be fertile, and it's the last eggs of the clutches that the male can fertilize them. So sometimes that happens, and then usually by your second clutch, you have higher fertility rates, things like that. So yeah, it's doing good. Sorry for the dirty cages. We're getting to it today, but not quite there yet. You can see she just jumped back in there. There's my female down there. She's got some really pretty bronze coloring to her. I think their babies will look really pretty. And then we've got a male, our little crested male there. So he's 1.5 years old. She's 2.5 years old. So should be good parents and do really good for us. But yeah, that's our update on the canaries. Hopefully by next time I'm posting, we'll have some babies in the nest for you guys to check out. So really excited for that, and hope that we can make the dream come true, right? Anyways, hope you guys' birds are doing good. Drop some comments down below. Let me know how your birds are doing. And we'll end it with this man singing.